ES and the RNA are proud to present opening round coverage of the Open Championship.
Tom Weisskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Well, after that birdie, has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
You're not far away from the first page of the leaderboard. A couple more birdies.
And now over to the fifth. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
Good contact, good result. Frank, so crucial, isn't it, to just choose the right bat, club selection?
Yeah, when you're playing well and you're swinging well, you're going to hit more good shots than normal. But to top that off, if you can choose more good clubs than you normally would, then you will play better.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
Oh, you're so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Now to the 374-yard par 4 sixth. Another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just be very careful of the wind conditions here, because that'll affect the strategy off the tee. But bunkers left and right to be avoided. What a great shot.
So, Frank, a perfect lie right here. And now this gives him a chance to take the next step, which is get after this hole location.
Yeah, so many more options now. And basically, it's just going to come down to club selection now. This is absolutely perfect. This is one where he can get a reward from.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Wouldn't say he's ecstatic, but not unhappy either.
At 24 feet, there'll be a lot of players much further away than that on this hole.
Pretty good effort right there.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Back here at the Open Championship on the 7th hole here at the Old Course.
Yeah, blind tee shot. This is one hole that really does advantage the long hitter. They can get it very close to this green, but this green has got some amazing undulations in it. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Just making it look easy. Picks the spot, sees it, and then hits it. All day long. Hasn't missed a fairway. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Could really use this one. It's for birdie.
A few more birdies like that, Rich, you never know, just might sneak place on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Standing on the tee at the par 3 8th here at the Old Course. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
One of the biggest greens on the golf course. It looks flat, it looks like it's easy, but once that flag gets on the left side, this is when the hole becomes a little bit more difficult. It's very easy to take this hole for granted. Very hard to hit it close, though.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think, you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Pretty good shot right there. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now. EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present Second round coverage of the Open Championship. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that, hanging in the sky. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, on the second shot here at this first hole, a player will get a good sense of the winds here and how they can play a role at the old course.
And they'll also get a good sense of exactly how punishing this golf course can be, and with such the smallest things. For example, that burn is only about 3 or 4 yards across, and yet it is punishing, to say the least.
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
Yeah, it's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Solid play, heart of the green.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
And he makes it for a bogey here. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, but the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. No fairway here, this one in that rough. He'll need to be strong with this. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
At the third hole now, Frank, it looks relatively easy, but you know there's some danger lurking somewhere out there on the old course.
There is. There's the pot bunkers down the right side. This is a tee where really you want to have an idea where that wind is coming from. If it's into your face, you might want to be a little cautious and go towards the middle of the golf course. But if it's behind you, well, then it's worth challenging that right side.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Frank, you know what gets me about this game? Here a person makes a legitimate effort, makes a good stroke, and that ball spins around and is just laughing at the player. And now what's left, you could breathe on that ball. It counts the same as a 300-yard drive. It's not right.
But it's the beauty of the game.
Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the 4th at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee has really made 4 a very hard par 4. 2 ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, at this, the highest level of the game, the margins are so razor thin between winning and losing. It becomes about not wasting shots, and I think that's why players really enjoy stroke play.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Rich. That's why the best players, they want every shot to count. And the best format of golf that requires that is stroke play. In match play, you can get away with a big number. In stroke play, they want it to be a body of work. Every single shot adding to the score.
That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Getting set now over the putt. And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Chance here at the par 5 fifth, Frank, to make a little move early in the round.
Yeah, it's certainly eagles galore. The 5th hole is one of the biggest greens on the golf course, shared with the 13th. So good tee shot, and you have a nice big target, even though it's a blind second shot coming up.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle.
Second shot.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Lengthy putt here of 27 feet. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. 2 rounds in the books, Frank, and a good spot from which to make a move.
Yeah, well positioned. Really, if you're leading, it's a different pressure. Being in the chaser pack there, playing well, what a great position to go into with 2 rounds to go.
EA Sports and the RNA are proud to present third round coverage of the Open Championship. But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Well, he really moved that one. 320 yards and in the fairway. Second shot. Good look at the green. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
Ooh, chance for birdie.
This is a good move. Another birdie. Now to 5 under for the tournament. All right, Frank, another par 4. It's the 16th. Players trying to make their way to the house, standing up in one piece. What's the best way to get at this hole?
Well, the normal player would actually try and hit the ball down the left. I've seen the odd player try and hit it down that out of bounds line and sort of flash it down the right side, but really there's not much of an advantage, Rich, unless you're the longest hitter in the business. So a little short and a little left of the... Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power? Oh, huge.
Ooh.
Huge with a capital F.
Busted that. Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Good swing, good shot yet again.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach,
Giving him another good look. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Well, very impressive and on the move right now. Now at the 17th tee, and Frank, this is really when you begin to feel the weight and the history of the old course bearing down on you.
And you also feel the nerves as well, because you're having to hit it not just at a fairway or over a bush, but over the corner of an out of bounds. And you'll see there's a little sign up there that says Old Course and Country Club. So you've got to pick the exact letter for the line that you want to hit it across. Hit it down the right side. This hole certainly becomes shorter. Left, you find the left and short, you find the road hole bunker. A little right and long, and well, there's a chance of going out of bounds or on the road itself.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
You saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Just a couple of feet. Not going to win it with pars, are you?
That's for sure. Just feel too good, too talented, and making too many birdies.
Frank, is there a more famous landmark in the sport than the tiny Swoken Bridge?
I think when you think of this game, the way in which we've followed it and covered it, Rich, over the last decade plus, no. It is just symbolic, not just with this golf course, but the game of golf itself, because every great champion has managed to make his foray across to Scotland and play the old course and walk across that bridge.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Par yesterday. Now for birdie.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
Putt for par. He needs one. Frank, you've been there. Good spot to be.
Second place, just on the heels, moving forward. Game looks in good shape.
So through 54 holes, a really good position inside the top 5 with one round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
EA Sports and the R&A are proud to present final round coverage of the 144th Open Championship. So we're getting set now for the second 9 here at the old course at St. Andrews. And Frank, a chance to get off to a good start here with the short par 4 10th?
Yeah, it's a very subtle hole. It just looks straight ahead in front of you, but there is gorse down the left if you stray, especially into a head breeze. But really, it's drivable for most of the players. Just got to worry about those 2 bunkers, the sort of short right of the green. You finish up there, then this hole becomes a little more difficult.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Chance to get it close here. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
I like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy.
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
With that birdie, moves 1 shot closer to the lead. Frank, another famous hole, this time the par 311.
Yeah, this hole was made famous by the left bunker, which is called the Hill, where Bobby Jones, when he first played St. Andrews, couldn't get the ball out of the bunker, so in the end he actually ripped up his scorecard. A lot's changed since then, but the hole hasn't lost its luster. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank missed the green off the tee.
Yeah, but this is certainly a tricky little shot coming up here at the par 3.
How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Frank, how does that par help his cause?
It certainly doesn't hurt it.
Now at the 12th, and Frank, when you put the peg in the ground here, are you licking your chops?
Well, you are, unless you're playing into a head breeze, because if you are playing a head breeze, then you've got to worry about the 4 bunkers that are in the middle of this fairway. A touch of help, or if you're a long hitter, then all you've got to do is worry about that little pot bunker just short of this green. There is gorse left and right, though.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Moving on now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what's the strategy here?
Once again, to avoid those pot bunkers, the first one is called nicks, and then the other 2 up ahead, once again, they're called the coffins. Somehow you've got to go right or left of those or beyond those. If you can go in the exact right position, which is slightly left center, you will actually have a full view of this green. Left or right of that, then it's a blind second shot.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This is a good-looking shot. That will be a great look at birdie. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, the 14th is a big par 5, chance to make a big move, but also possibility of making a big number if you're not careful.
Yeah, you've got to be very aware of the out of bounds on the right side, even though it does move to the right. Ideal tee shot is down the right side that gets very close to that, because then that opens up the second shot and keeps that tee shot away from that crop of bunkers called the birdies. There's a big cross bunker up ahead that has to be avoided for the second shot. If you're long enough, you can reach this par 5 and 2, but this green, so many undulations that it is anything other than flat.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways. Now the second shot to the par 5.
That's an absolute beauty.
He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this.
Shots back.
All of a sudden put the name back into the mix just when we thought it might be too late.
Time to tee it up here at the 15th as we begin the closing stretch here at the Open Championship of the Old Course at St. Andrews.
There's a big steeple in the distance, so even when it starts to fog in a bit, if you can keep your eye on that, that's a good line off the tee. And you've got to keep it, your tee shot just short of this sort of heather, big crop of heather down the left side. It still leaves you a lengthy second shot, but really that's the safest way to try and play this par 4 15th. Very good par 4.
.315. Setting up for an approach shot here. Part of the experience of playing the Old Course at St. Andrews is not only the history, but also the caddies. Witty, wisecracking caddies. Guy once hit a ball hard left into a gorse bush, and he turned to his caddy and he said, "Is that okay?" And the caddy, little Jimmy, said, "Does it look okay? Hit another one?" Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. His putt for birdie. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Headed for home now, partner. The 16th hole, and what are we looking at here?
Well, you have to avoid the principal's nose. Otherwise, you're going to finish up in the principal's office. When he goes after it like he is here, that is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this really is an amazing hole, the road hole, 17 at the Old Course.
Yeah, the biggest problem really is the tee shot right in front of you. How brave are you? How much can you take it over the corner of that clubhouse? You'll see a sign in front of you, the Old Course Hotel. Ideally, you want to take it over the U in course, and that should find the center of the fairway. You go a little further right of that, you can hit it long.
Really powering up here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been.
Frank, here at the 18th, so much history has been made through the years.
Yeah, one of my favourite memories, I remember Jack Nicklaus when he beat Doug Sanders in that playoff. The famous sort of short putt that Doug Sanders missed. But really, the great moment that stands out was Seve making that 15-footer across the hill in 1984 wearing the blue sweater. Not only did he win the Open Championship, but he beat a tremendous field that included Bernard Langer, Tom Watson, Fred Couples, Lanny Wadkins, Faldo, and Greg Norman. It was an amazing Open Championship.
And I loved that fist pump. It was pure Seve. All that fire, all that passion came flying out. And that's where you just sort of fell in love with the game.
He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
To win the Open Championship.
It's a cruel game.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though. Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated to some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing, and that was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.